A very good morning. You're watching News X and I'm Shivani Singh. Now, in a shocking incident, around 300 stray dogs were allegedly brutally killed in Pegadapally village of Jagtial district by administering poisonous injections. The village Sarpanch and Panchayat Secretary have been booked and named as prime accused in the case. According to the first information or FIR, the incident occurred on January 22, 2026 at around 3:30 p.m. and was reported to the police on January 23, 2026 at 6:55 p.m. The complaint was lodged by Mudhawat Preeti, 22, who is the daughter of Dashrath, a resident of Hathipur village, Upunnathalam Mandal in Nagar Kurnool district. In her statement, the complainant said that she received information from Sheikh Javed that approximately 300 stray dogs in Pegadapally village were killed by injecting poisonous substances into their bodies. The FIR states that the act was allegedly carried out by the Pegadapally village Sarpanch, the Panchayat Secretary along with others. Based on the complaint, police have registered a case under relevant sections of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, including section 325 read with 3 and 5 BNS and section 11(1)(a)(1) of the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals Act. Joining us on the phone line is Kamna Pandey, former co-op member of the AWIBI. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us on the broadcast. A very good morning to you, but unfortunately we are looking at some really grim news that's coming in. We are seeing reports, this is the third such report where a Gram Panchayat member and secretary has been involved in killing of stray dogs with poisonous substances, ma'am.
Yeah. So, what is very, very sad is that we are just realizing and seeing these cases now. They've been happening all along. In 2015, if you remember, we had actually we had carried out a huge, massive, countrywide, worldwide protest against the killings in Kerala. It's been the case. They've been killing mercilessly, brutally. The modus operandi that we know of, which we personally investigated, sending our teams of volunteers, is that they kill the dogs. Obviously, the dog population is not going to come in control. New litters come in and they stay, scattered, and they don't come in, they are not visible so much. As soon as in a few months' time, when they grow up, again the killing happens. As a result of which, we have to understand, are you solving your problem? Besides being as inhuman as one can imagine, I'm not even getting into that because that's just going to sadden me so much and sadden your viewers so much, I'm sure. I'm going to get into the rationale of it, the logic of it. Are you solving your problem? Let's say you don't like seeing dogs around. You're scared of rabies. You're scared of bites. Okay, let's take that at the face value. Are you solving your problem? No. What we've seen in Kurnool, while the entire country has seen a decline in the number of bites, in the number of rabies cases, what has happened in Kerala, in Telangana, the numbers have gone up. In Kurnool alone, in August 2024, 20 people were bitten by a rabid fox. And these cases of foxes biting is becoming increasingly, we are seeing the incidents rise because you kill the dogs, the wildlife spills into the settlements. They can't even get vaccinated like these dogs. Now, Sanjay Babbar, he's one of the very, very dedicated volunteers. He traveled all the way to the place and he talked to Sarpanches. They have no idea whatsoever what is ABC. Can sterilization be done to reduce the population? Can vaccination be done? And does it actually work? When he talked to all these people, they actually signed papers to say we are not going to kill. It was their first resort because nobody bothered about educating them. No government bothered about implementing ABC programs. For just 80 rupees per dog, they kill. And mercilessly, brutally, they kill pregnant dogs. They either use wires, they just suffocate them to death, or they put poison in meat chunks and they throw it at them, or they inject them with lethal injections.
Absolutely, ma'am. This is a very unfortunate, case that keeps happening in the country. And like you've mentioned, awareness is important. If I can request you to please stay on with us, ma'am. Also joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Shubhra Bhardwaj, animal rights activist. Thank you so much, Dr. Bhardwaj, for joining us on the broadcast. How are you looking at this unfortunate incident? This is the third such incident. Do you think it's time that, the government or somebody, some authority takes up this issue? Because 300 dogs, we can see that bit, mercilessly all poisoned.
Hello, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody.
Yes.
So, ma'am, this is a very heinous issue. This is a very heinous crime that has been committed in a country of Mahatma Gandhi, in a country which teaches non-violence and compassion of a society towards the weaker section, towards animal, children, or any other person who cannot raise their own voice. That defines the moral compass of the society. So therefore, this incident has shaken the moral compass. It has totally put a black mark on our country. If this can happen with animals, it can happen with anybody. Nobody is safe in this country. If people start taking law in their own hands and start, murdering somebody, they find a threat, then there would be no courts, there would be no judiciary required, and everybody will just go out and murder anybody. So is this okay? No, definitely not, right?
Right. Dr. Bhardwaj, if you can stay on with us, let me in fact rope in Kamna Pandey ma'am as well into this discussion. Ma'am, you have been also mentioning that awareness seems to be the issue. People are not aware of the ABC programs. People are not aware, how to take care of stray dogs. In fact, we have a suo motu case that is currently ongoing in the Supreme Court as well. But that all happened because there was a verdict that all the stray dogs have to be rounded up, they have to be put in shelters, but there are no shelters on the ground. And this is what the village panchayat and people over here are doing. They are rounding up all the dogs and injecting them with poisonous substances.
So, see, I'm a petitioner myself in the case. In fact, I have argued my case myself. When we talk about awareness, we need to know everybody can't be clubbed in the same category. There are people like these village panchayats who are absolutely unaware that there is a mechanism that works, that has worked worldwide, that will bring down the dog population without any coercion, without any cruelty, and it works for sure. That is one category. There is another category, like the Symbiosis Hyderabad. 40 dogs were killed over there. We have videos of all of that. These are not uneducated people. These are not the people who are not aware of the ABC. These are the people who we know they come in the category of haters. Some people, not all, because even the people who made the video are the students of that same, campus. So it is a choice. For some people, they think this is the last option. They need to be educated. There have to be programs which teach them that this is for your benefit, whether you love dogs or you don't love dogs. This is the way to bring down the population. This is the way to bring down the bites. There is no cruelty. The dogs are not scared. They are not fearful. They are sterilized. They are fed. There are going to be no bites. This is tried and tested. For the other category that willfully makes that choice, finds it an easier shortcut. Why wait for another 5 years for the population to disappear when I can do it right here, right now with one lethal injection? That category does not need awareness. That category needs heavier penalties, penal action on them, swift action on them, and the police, the system, the government, and in fact the parliament needs to enact the law, strengthen the law, make it more stringent. 50 rupee fine is what they have to pay and get away with it. So we need a holistic solution to this problem. Like I told you, two categories. We can't give both of them the same solution, unfortunately. And I'm sad to say that the court is not taking cognizance of these two categories, and they're not looking at solutions at this point, at least. We hope that they do when they come out with the order. We've put our points forth, and we hope that they do, they do take cognizance of it and come up with a solution that actually